This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Virgo. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every Virgo out there. That's okay. Take what you need, leave the rest. And we're not asking in any specific direction. This is just a general reading. Any advice that Virgos may need to hear right now? What's going on with you? What's coming up in the near future energy? Let's see. What's going on for my Virgo people? Okay. Sorry about any background noise. I have the fan on in my room and it's clacking super loud, so sorry if that's coming through in the sound in the video. Virgo, are you just like feeling in your empowerment right now? Let's see. Too many. Let's get one more card for now. Whoa, you know, Virgo. Just gonna get a few more cards before we talk about this. So it's like you are just like sitting in total empowerment right now. Like I feel like you might be in a really good space, but I don't think it's been that easy for you to get here. What are you leaving behind? I think that you've gotten to this place because you've made some kind of decision to shut the door on something, to leave something behind, to move towards calmer waters. Yeah, you've turned your back on like being in self-imposed bondage. But what about? Oh my gosh, there's just so much here about empowerment. It's like here you're sitting in Nine of Pentacles energy, which is like the minor arcana version of Empress energy, and it's really cool that the Empress came out here just as a confirmation that like this is what's going on for you. But the sort of, it just seems like the way that you have moved yourself into this space was by leaving something behind, and I think it was really hard for you to leave behind. I think it was something that was probably making you tired for a long time. Something that was just sort of exhausting you, and you just knew that you needed to like pack up your bags, and this could be metaphorically, pack up your bags, take what you need, and just leave what's not working behind. I think it may have been a slow process for you. It may have been a journey, a bit of a slow-moving journey out of self-imposed bondage. It's almost like you made a decision to step out of victim mode, like maybe where something wasn't going right for you, and you were maybe in a space of like, poor me, or like, oh, why is life like this? That's almost what Eight of Swords is. It's just it's like a self-imposed bondage of almost like choosing to sit in something that's like really hard, and even though you have the ability to move out of it, it's like just sort of staying stuck. This is definitely a self-imposed stuck feeling, but I think that you were able to move past that and move into a place where it's like you just got clarity. It's like you may have just had an epiphany that like, F this, I'm not doing this, I'm not staying stuck like this, I'm not going to stay in this victim mode, I'm not going to stay in this like, why is this happening to me kind of mode. And you just like emotionally detached and said, with your big sword in your hand, I'm just going to cut through the BS and I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to step into the next phase. Wow, this is a nice energy to be taking you out of self-imposed bondage. A Queen of Swords is like not very emotional. She is like able to move in a bit of a detached way emotionally, but it's not in an unhealthy emotionally detached way. This is a very healthy emotional detachment. This is where you know, she's not sitting in any fear of outcomes. She is sure of herself. She knows what she's doing. She's proud of herself, and she is just like, she's not letting her heart get in the way of her decisions. She's just got clarity on like, this is the energy that I want to be in. And where did that bring you when you came out of self-imposed bondage and being tired and exhausted of the journey? It just brought you into this energy of like, you're just fine on your own. I don't know if you're just like, are you rocking it out by yourself right now? Because you're coming to a place where your edges are softening and you're nurturing yourself, and you're just like, this is here to say that like you've learned how to take care of yourself. You've learned the balance. You've learned what you need to keep for yourself and what you can give away in terms of time, energy, money, love, whatever it is for you. Whatever it is where you were giving so much that you were depleting yourself, this is you stepping into an energy of like having that realization of like, I get to keep something for me. In fact, I have to keep something for me. And that brings you to a space of like total balance, this is the place of fertility in your life where you can grow from, you can create from. This is just like a very beautiful energy. The Empress, she doesn't take any BS. She waits on no one. She doesn't deal with people who don't come to the table on her level. And she knows, she's clear. She's clear on what she deserves, and she is not going to settle for anything less. So this is really beautiful. And again, this is sort of like a repeat where of being like taking time to introspect. You have taken some time, or you're taking time right now to introspect and untangle any stuck energy that's going on. If you still have any residue of like stuck energy, you're working that out. You're like you're pulling back and taking the time out, and you're introspecting, and you're getting a grasp on a new perspective, a new way of looking at things, a new way of looking at being stuck, a new way of looking at that bondage, that the things that like tie us up inside and just keep us stuck. This is stuck energy, but this is you taking time and gaining a whole new perspective, a whole new way of looking at your life, and just pulling out of this stuck energy. And where are you pulling to? You're pulling to a place where you're at the edge of the water, and you've got your surfboard in your hands, and you're in your bathing suit, and you came to swim. You came to swim. You're on the precipice of just diving into life with passion behind it. This girl is not messing around. She would not come to the water like that if she were not prepared to get in and swim or surf or whatever it is, But this is about ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to dive in. I'm doing this. I'm diving into life. This is like you just being ready to just dive in. There's such like a liberating feeling behind this. I don't know like what you've been through recently, what's going on for you, but I feel like you're in a space of liberating yourself internally and just getting your bearings and like, no, I'm not going to deal with any more stuff. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to deal with anything that bogs me down, ties me down. I'm not going to deal with any drama. I'm going to rock it on my own. If there's drama about, I'm just going to rock it on my own and just like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you to anything that's not working. You're just diving into your own scene, your own passion, your own like, this is beautiful. I love this. I love to see people move out of a stuck, self-imposed bondage, almost like a victim mentality, and into their power. And this only happens through almost like an isolative experience where you sort of shut down and introspect and like look at your internal pieces and like make decisions to move it forward and dive into what you want, to what you want your life to look like. So, and this Three of Wands coming under the Empress, it means that you're just diving in, but in the embodiment of Empress energy. So I love this. We're going to look at what's coming up for you around the bend. What's coming up for you around the bend? I almost got so excited I almost forgot what sign we were on. Like that's like a very powerful feeling. I feel like you went from a place of, I can feel it in my chest, an energy of being down and just like deciding like, F this, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to do it like this anymore. I'm tired. I'm done. And just like deciding to just do it different, do it in a different way and step into your empowerment. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is such a sweet space to be in. I've definitely walked that journey, and let me tell you, on the other side, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Letting go of the picture frame that you sit in that tells you that like the world is hard and it's cold and it sucks and it's just like always like nothing going right and things being hard. And when you burst through that like realization that it's like in your hands, it's in your hands, you're creating your reality, and you just decide to create a different reality. That's like such a beautiful energy to move with. So for anyone out there who is in that flow, so happy for you. I'm just going to shuffle one more time, and we're going to ask what's coming up in the near future. Any advice, any guidance that you need to hear. Okay. This is about persevering in a really grounded way. I'm just going to get a few more cards so we can get a whole picture before I start really talking. Okay, listen. Listen. You see how much I shuffle, and you have a confirmation here. You have a confirmation that you will continue. You will continue in this empowered energy. Okay, just gonna get one more card. I'm loving how this is looking. I had no less expectation of this near future read than what's coming out. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles. Okay, yes, okay. So first of all, this is you in the near future, in an energy of strength, in an energy of perseverance, facing any conflicts, protecting your borders. And in traditional tarot, this is very much like someone showing up in their strength. They maybe were not expecting to even have the ability to show up in their strength in this way. But this is you. This is you showing up and like in a very grounded way, protecting your borders. You've built your border, and you will protect your border at all costs. You may be in a slow moving energy with this. This may be, which is good. A slow progression of this journey, but you've just got a lot of abundance behind you, and you've got your focus right on where you're going, but you're just steady, slow and steady wins the race. And that's kind of the frame that's in the upcoming energy. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm doing this step by step by step, one day at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. But you're just showing up and persevering in this way, in this very grounded way, this very grounded, healthy, abundant way. And you will continue to develop this this Nine of Pentacles energy. You will continue to develop that part of you that has awareness of what you can give away, but what you need to keep for yourself. And in traditional tarot, this Nine of Pentacles, she's got 6 pentacles that she's sort of coveting, but she's got 3 over on the other side that she can give away. So she's got a very high awareness of what she needs to keep in order to take care of herself. She does not allow herself to be depleted. She has learned the lessons to not overgive to where she becomes depleted, right? This is very much an energy of continuous self-care, remembering yourself in the equation, and not giving to the point that you forget about your own needs. This is gorgeous. And this is like the Death card is here to say that this you will continue the transformation. You will continue the deep transformation. You will continue the rebirth. You will continue on this path. You will continue to transform and transform and transform. And by the way, we never transform in such a way that we finally arrive at some destination. It's just not the way it works. We are continuously evolving. We're continuously growing. We're continuously elevating and learning the next and the next and the next and the next. So if you can look at it in a way of not needing to arrive at a destination, then the journey becomes really exciting to be on, because you become excited about like, what's the next thing? What's the next realization? What's the next piece that's gonna, to fall into place, so that I need to know, so that, and you get to a space where you just allow in the knowledge, and you just allow the transformation to continue taking place. And what is this taking you on? What journey is this taking you on? A solid new beginning. I just feel like you've turned your back on something, and it was for the good. You are moving right into an Ace of Pentacles energy. This is abundant in whatever way that it has not been for you. This is a turning of the corner, a clean slate, a new beginning, but this has roots. This is solid. This new beginning is solid, and I think it's because you're doing the work. You're doing the work to make yourself solid. So this new beginning is just beautiful. This is like you're nurturing your future. You're nurturing this new beginning. You are like cradling it in your hands, coveting it, and you're not giving it up for anything. You are not going to let anyone through the borders who disrupts this peace. This is a strong place to be, Virgo. I love this. I love this. I love this. I think that you're going to be in a phase of planning your next moves, your next steps in the near future, right? You're going to be sort of still in a contemplative mode about like, okay, what's next for me? Like, what's next for me? And dreaming out the window and having a willingness to dream out the window and sort of see like the brighter future and like what's out there? What's out there? What do I want to do next? Now that I've left this thing behind and now that I'm strong and I'm empowered, like what's next for me? So this is you planning, but then this is you taking a leap. This is you taking a risk, taking a chance, diving into life without fear of outcomes. This is gorgeous. This is where you're so strong and you're so in your empowered energy that you trust yourself enough to experience life without being so afraid of like what's going to happen. You know, what bad thing is going to happen. That's like casting away that self-imposed bondage and any type of victim mentality and just allowing yourself to flow into new experiences without being like bogged down by fear. And so you're still in a phase of like learning, a bit of learning about, you know, what is abundant in your life? What does abundance look like for you? What does, in terms of love, in terms of finance, in terms of your time, your energy, this is a learning experience for you to embrace like, what that looks like for you. And how are you doing that? You're doing that in a completely emotionally balanced way. King of Cups speaks about like having a huge capacity to love, but not like spilling out of the cracks and not being messy with it. This is like he's got all this love in his chest. He's got this bright light beaming from his chest, but he's got his feet in the water, which is about the flow and the emotion and the love. And so this is a willingness to dip your toes in and have your toes in the water, but not getting immersed and lost in the water. Because when we get lost in the water, that's where we get depleted, because that's where we start giving like beyond our capacity. And King of Cups is not that type of energy. This is a balanced way of moving with love and emotion and intention. And he's like focused right on this bowl. So he's able to look at the love. He's able to touch the love without getting lost in it. This is sweet energy. I love King of Cups. So different people interpret King of Cups in different ways, but for me, he's always speaking to a balanced way of loving, a balanced way of dealing with emotion. So this is really sweet. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. I love this. I love every single thing about this reading. Every single thing that came through for you today, Virgo, was just like, yes. My insides are just like, yes, Virgo, yes. Like, take it and run with it. Like, take care of you. I love this. So that's your reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if it did not, you can always feel free to tune into your sun, moon, and rising for more information. And I just want to thank you so much for coming out today and receiving this reading and supporting the channel. All right, stay blessed, Virgo.